Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Cole. It's Sunday evening, October 2nd. We're now entering week 7 of Political Science 1013 for the fall 2022 term on the 16-week schedule. Everybody, we are beginning Unit 4 on the Constitution. It's a lengthy unit, so we're going to spend quite a bit of time on it. I've devoted quite a bit of time to it on the syllabus. This will take us up to our midterm exam. We are running our 4th discussion this week. I believe it's scheduled for Tuesday through Thursday. This is on the matter of a possible constitutional convention. The Constitution provides for the calling of a new constitutional convention to revise the Constitution or replace it. And this could possibly happen. So you were asked to discuss what you think of that. Would it be a good idea or not? I mentioned in my announcement several things that the Constitutional Convention might consider if it is convened. So if there is to be a Constitutional Convention, what do you think the convention delegates should do? Okay? All right, that will be Tuesday through Thursday this week. Then everybody, the following Monday, the 10th, we've sent you some material for a quiz number 4. That will be all day Monday the 10th, so I'll be talking to you one more time before that. Once we complete that quiz on Monday the 10th, the midterm exam will be coming up the end of that week, okay? About 2 weeks from now. So we're setting quite a bit of time aside for Unit 4 on the Constitution. All right, everybody, just to very quickly run through what we try to do in Unit 4. We try to lay out the history that led to the Constitutional Convention and the drafting of the Constitution. Then we try to go through the Constitution in some detail. Not all of it. There's 7 articles and 27 amendments. We won't touch on every one of those. We will try to go through the original 7 articles in some detail, and then the Bill of Rights, and then the 3 amendments that were added after the Civil War, especially the 14th Amendment. Okay. I also tried to say a few words, some material that was added a year or so ago about the 25th Amendment, because this is something that came up as President Trump's term in office was coming to a close, so you'll want to take a look at that. Okay. Now, along the way, we try to talk about the ideas behind the Constitution, and that's where the Federalist Papers come in. Okay. Now, you have a quite lengthy assignment from the textbook for this unit. You have 4 textbook chapters and some material from the appendix, and that is where you will find Federalist Papers numbers 10 and 51. They are discussed in the class notes. Okay, so you might look at the class notes and then try to take some time to read through that material in the appendix to your textbook. We also have the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution itself, as well as the Federalist Papers. All very interesting things to read if you have not done so before. Okay? So please take some time to look at the 2 Federalist Papers essays and what I have to say about them in the class notes. The Federalist Papers were essays written largely by Madison and Hamilton in an attempt to persuade the various people in the various states, the delegates to the conventions that had met to consider the Constitution, to persuade them that the Constitution should be ratified. So they're trying to explain what's in the Constitution. And the 2 essays you'll be reading are both scholarship as established by James Madison. All right. Then after that, everybody, later on in those class notes, we discuss briefly the issues raised in chapters 3, 4, and 5 of your textbook that you have been assigned. Civil rights, civil liberties, and federalism. Okay. Those are discussed fully in those textbook chapters. They're discussed relatively briefly in the class notes. All right, so everybody, what we have is a discussion this week, a quiz Monday the 10th, and then the end of that week, after the quiz on the 10th, later on that week, we'll have the midterm exam. So we're going to spend a fair amount of time on Unit 4 leading up to the midterm exam. Okay, we'll perhaps have a bit more to say about the quiz when we talk to you a week from now at this time. In the meantime, take it easy, study hard, and we will talk to you again about a week from now at this time.